right now. You check it out, Shake 45.
Shake bad.
The hype is real.
Hey, yo, check this out.
Radio Hot 107.9. We here. The team is here. Got my brother in the building. Dave East is in the city.
John, what's good, baby?
What's up, East?
Running around, you know.
You was down here doing your acting, getting your acting on. I heard where it was through the city.
They got me acting, man. I had to put makeup on me and all that other shit. It was
Yeah.
alright. It was dope. New experience. So
You liked it that?
yeah.
I had to. That takes some getting used to. You know what I mean?
I want to act though, so it was a dope first introduction to it.
What type of acting would you do? What type of acting with Davies? How would he break in? You know what I'm
I'll do whatever. There's
like
nothing.
a Marvel movie, maybe a Star Wars type thing. Would
Yeah,
you
I'll
go for
do
that?
that.
role?
I'll do that. No disrespect to the homosexual community, but I would rather not have one of them roles.
Right.
But
So no Will Smith route to get into the game.
anything other than that, I'm good. Anything other than that, I'm good.
Shout out to
man.
Will Smith, though. I mean, what about, recently, there's been a lot of success with the Atlanta TV show. You fly. What if we got like a Harlem show? That'd be kind of hot.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
What would you envision? How would you picture it?
That would be dope. I would I want to use some real people, like some real dudes from Harlem.
Right.
I mean, to really just make it authentic.
Right.
But I think it would
Could you get Cam and Jim on a show together? That'd be kind of hot.
together. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm cool with both of them. But
Yeah, they was in your comments getting busy not too long ago.
Yeah, I never
What?
been with them two together.
Right.
I mean, like I got my own separate relationship with Jim, own separate relationship with Cam. So
Right.
I don't know, but I grew up on them. They the ones that's the reason I'm rapping.
Harlem is like a good renaissance going on when I think about, saying what's going on for the culture coming from Harlem for sure. You keeping that legacy alive. What's that like?
It's honestly it's dope. And to get the praise from all of the dudes that did it before
Right.
me. That's from the town, you know what I'm saying? That just made me feel that much more valid with it. But I think it's great that it's still going on. I mean, there's a lot of the kids of the younger generation that didn't really get to get in tune with Dipset or Big Al or, the dudes or Mace or, like that's all my era. So I feel like it's dope for me to be the one for this next generation or for the, the kids growing up now to still keep Harlem in motion and still talk what Harlem been talking for the last 20, 30 years.
Right. What was that like linking with Mace?
Oh, Murder, that was crazy, man. Like, you know why? Because he is dope when you got a certain like image of somebody and then you meet them and they be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was a full kid.
Yeah, Mace showed mad love and just his whole like I'm so used to just listening to him like on the music tip. So to be there with him and him talking to me and telling me, like this song is hard and do this, like that was fire. Like just to get him to put that stamp on it, let me know like I ain't bad.
East is here, Dave East is here. What's it like for you, just like in the last kind of, definitely this been a real big year for you. And, being in the same circles with your peers and other rappers in the industry and, seeing the difference in, how the game treats you now compared to a year and a half ago before you was, they was really checking for you.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Honestly, like I tell Wayne all the time, like it's dope to see I was able to watch it change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people get in the game and might get a hit quick, you know what I'm saying? Or, get loopy real fast and they don't really get that chance to watch it mature or watch it grow. You get what I mean? Like I can remember going to these same clubs, being around some of these same people and they're not even acknowledging me. Now, when I walk in the room, I'm getting hugs. So it's like I was able to see myself make that happen. So it's dope.
So for anybody like coming into the game or somebody listening, like what would your advice be to somebody who like almost is going through that now? Like,
honestly,
take it personal. Don't take it personal.
Don't listen to nobody, man. Like fuck any opinion. Like if I'd have listened to opinions, man, there's no way this would have ever happened because I only had maybe 3 or 4 people initially telling me, yeah, do that. Everybody else was like, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I had to really just believe it in myself, you know what I'm saying? I never really took outsiders' opinions or how they was feeling about it. I knew what I was wanting to talk about, and I knew it was a matter of time before that shit got across to people, you know what I mean? So honestly, for anybody coming up, like, just do you. Like, don't try to follow trends. Don't try to do something because it's hot at the moment. Like, You get what I'm saying? Like, even, like, shouts to Uzi, man. Like, I really salute him because he got his own sound. I mean, regardless of what people may try to say or it's new or it ain't lyrical or whatever, it's a sound that wasn't before it.
Right.
And I haven't heard nobody duplicate it. That's even trying to duplicate it. You get what I'm saying? So just do you. You get what I'm saying? They told me how I rapped was outdated. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit, man. You need something for the club. Like,
Right.
this shit, you know what I mean? I attracted Nas. Then I just did the deal with Def Jam. Like, everything I wanted to do with rap is happening. You get what I'm saying? Or for me, just rapping. I mean, I ain't changed shit. I ain't auto-tuning nothing. I ain't singing. You know what I'm saying? None of that. So it's like, just stick to you. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like is the best thing to do. Don't try to do what nobody else doing, or don't pay attention to what else is going on. Just focus on yourself.
So when you first came into the game, or you know, early on, your first deal was through it was with Nas through Mass Appeal, which is a smaller label. I'm sure, you know, Nas being a part of it definitely you know, help bring you over there. But you know, it'll be certain artists that might be in your position that might not want to sign to a indie, can you call them an indie label or per se, and then, you know, here a couple years later, you get the chance to, you know, rock a Def Jam. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
You know, even making that decision, you know what I'm saying? What would you say? How was that?
Honestly, with me, it was just about timing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I did the deal with Mass Appeal 2 years ago, but I started rapping in 2010, 2011. So in my mind, I've been independent since then. You know what I'm saying? Since I started this shit, since I did my first mixtape and was trying to get shows, that was it. That was the independent grind right there. And once I signed with Nas, I knew it wasn't major, but I knew, like, all right, I'm on my way. You get what I'm saying? Because this is that's a priceless cosign. You can't pay to get Nas to say your name. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for him to genuinely respect it and want to get behind it, and, you know, he called me his partner now. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
It shows you a lot of support, comes to a lot of shows, a lot of, you know.
It wasn't just a signing. You know what I'm saying? It was more of a brother type thing. I mean,
we definitely can feel that.
We moved into, it was more of like the big bro I didn't have, and but between him, Wayno, my bro Big Bully, like, I got the perfect people in my eyes to really help me maneuver through everything I'm about to go through. There's nothing I'm about to go against that Nas ain't go through.
Nice,
you know
triangle offense. Shout out to Wayno.
Yeah, shout out to the T.O., man. You know how that go.
Why Def Jam?
I just felt at home there, man. Shouts to Steve-O. You know, he that's my guy, and we had a really, really good bunch of conversations. You know what I mean? And just the vibe was there. Shouts to Steve, Bottles. It's just it felt at home over there. You know, I ran around to every label. You know what I mean? I went checked L.A. Reid and a couple other, you know, big labels that people was really leaning for me to go there. But I just felt like what I grew up on was Rough Riders and, you know what I mean, Rockefeller. It was Def Jam. Like, I can remember going get the Source magazines and seeing Def Jam. So just knowing I'm a part of that history, when they do that Def Jam movie in 20 years, whenever they do it, you know what I'm saying, they're going to have to find somebody to play my
Def
part.
Jam Generations.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
I got you that joint like Marvel.
Yeah, it's just good to be in that building,
Right.
and the energy in that building. It was like no other building I went in. Everybody did their research. You know, a lot of these labels, they holler at you just based off of buzz. I mean, they hear your name. Oh yeah, bring him down. Let's talk to him. But they ain't did no real homework on you or your product. You know what I mean? When I walked in there, it felt like everybody in the building was a Dave East fan. You know what I mean, everybody from the top dude to the security guards. I mean, checking my ID walking in. So it was like, it felt right at home, man. You know what I mean, and it gave me an opportunity to make some real changes in my life. I was able to move my mother. You know what I mean? Really just, I was able to make some changes. My daughter good.
You was able to move your mom.
Yeah, mama moved, man. She good. Mama up the street from me. I was able to, my mother's 5 minutes up the street from me.
That's the best feeling too, you know,
what I mean?
doing it the right way.
Right up the street from me. So anytime, like, my daughter, she, like, they right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I get hungry, I can ask your mom, make them pancakes. I can run up the block now. You get what I'm saying? So that's the best feeling. And with them knowing I did it legally, I did it the right way, you know what I'm saying? My mother was believing, but my pop saying, he don't know nothing about no rap. He grew up, you know what I mean, in the 60s and all that. And he like, rap? They paying you for that? I'm like, Pop, it's gonna take some years. I mean, I gotta build up a fan base.
For the last 30
you
years,
know what I mean? Yeah. So for him to see it, I sent him to London. I asked, I said, yo, Pop, where you wanna go? If you go anywhere in the world, where you wanna go? He said, I wanna go to London, you know what I'm saying? I was able to book him and my mother a flight to London. And then when they got back to the States, I had him in a new spot. So that's all off rapping. You know what I'm saying?
You been there yet?
I never been to London. I sent my moms over there. Like, I'm going there top of the year. They got me booked. I mean, good little tour and all that.
How old is your daughter now?
She's 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
7
she'll
months,
be
yeah.
a year and
It's moving, man.
yeah, it's definitely changed your life. You know,
Crazy.
I see you on Snapchat.
I don't
all
get
the time.
mad no more, Drum. I be chill out. I mean,
Yeah, it's a good way to vibe
I used to
out.
be the angriest brother on the planet. I be good now, man. Like even if I get something that may ruffle my feathers or piss me off, I mean, once I grab her, I don't think about nothing. I don't think about no music, no beef, no drama, no. I mean, I don't think about nothing but her.
Yeah, the girls love you even more for that. You on Baller Alert times 10.
I can't tweet or respond or nothing. I'm done responding. I'm sorry, but Ball Alert just ended all fan interaction because I be trying to respond. That shit right on Ball Alert. Like, damn, I can't say nothing no more. Like, Wayne, I'm like, yo, you got to, I mean, stop talking back on the gram, man. Like, word. So it's quiet for them responses, man. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate it.
Let's talk about the mixtape.
Oh, yeah, Kyrie Chanel, man. I'm glad you said mixtape, too. Everybody thinking that shit my album.
Well, I think because when you did the deal,
Yeah.
you announced the deal and you came out with the project, so it
seemed
looks
like,
like.
yeah.
And you know the lines are so like confusing with what's a mixtape and an album. I think Drake trying to get into that with talking about this is a playlist, not a mixtape. He trying, you know what I mean, throw his 2 cents into the fold and everything. But it's your mixtape, not your album. Why didn't you do the album?
Honestly, I ain't did enough yet, Drum. Like,
Okay.
you know
I
what
respect
mean?
that.
Like I still got to go on tour,
Right.
like a real tour. I did the Hate Me Now tour,
Right.
and that was dope. You know what I mean? But I need to go on a tour, major tour. You know what I mean, tour bus. You know what I mean? Where I could really let the world and,
So
and
that's,
I mean,
that's album time.
that got
After
the
the album.
that got to come. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
and I feel like that's gonna come before the album. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just based off what I've already done thus far, is a few major tours that I could be a part of coming up. But there's just a lot more things I want to do. You know what I mean? Like I just did the deal, so I really want to move. You know what I mean? And work that machine for a minute before I jump right into that album. I mean, I want to let this Kyrie Chanel project breathe. You know what I mean? I'm like I said, top of the year, I'm going overseas. I got a good little run over there. So it's just so much more I want to see before I really like lock in. You know what I mean? I still haven't sat with songwriters. I still haven't really locked in with producers besides my own in-house producers. You know, me and Nas haven't really sat and locked in crazy. We got a few records, but it's just a lot of things that I want to do. A lot of producers, Just Blaze, Timbo, Alchemist. Like, there's a lot of dudes that I got relationships already, but I just haven't had a chance to lock in with them. So once that happens, you know what I mean, and I didn't just moved around a little bit more. I just want to live a little more before I get into that album. You know what I mean, because my music is really based off life experiences. Like, you know what I mean, I was able to go from the Hate Me Now project to the Kyrie Chanel project based on how my life changed. You know what I mean, I knew I was about to have a daughter. I knew some more money was about to come in. I knew these deals was on the line. I knew the Double XL freshman. I knew all these things was about to take place. So it had me in a better state of mind and a different state of mind than I was thinking in the projects. You know what I mean, or my man just died, or I'm in and out of jail. Like, my mindset was so much different. You know what I mean, and then going from now into that, my mind is gonna change even more. You get what I'm saying? I just was acting today. You know what I mean? I was on a movie set.
Can you speak about what the show was?
Nah, I don't want to talk about that just yet. I'll tell you know. I mean,
We'll talk
let you know
offline.
off the air, but it's definitely a hit show. You know what I mean? It's definitely doing its numbers.
You brought the freshman class up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I catch a lot of heat from the video, not per se from your cipher, but like everybody be saying, like when they watch the video, I guess the expression on my face for some of the ciphers, and they don't know the behind the scenes because I didn't get to choose. This is the first year they didn't let me choose the beats. So shout out to my man Kodak Black. You know, he dissed the beat. People was thinking like, oh,
Free Kodak.
Yeah, he was dissing me, free Kodak. But they didn't get a chance to. Normally Canon provides the beats, and everybody gets to pick on them. You was there for that. This freshman class, like in this last year, has caught in a lot of heat, I guess, for the generational gap. You know what I mean, between the younger kids and then some of the just elder statesmen of hip hop and what have you. And it's kind of, I want to know your opinion because I feel like you're respected on all sides. You know what I'm saying? But there's also your peers because you're a young boy in the game coming up, and you coming up. The freshman class, you shared the cover with Kodak, with Uzi, with Yachty. You know what I'm saying? People that are kind of there's more of a generational gap conversation going on.
Yeah. It's dope to me. Like I said, like I like being in that class because it's so different. You get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a bunch of lyrical dudes, or it wasn't a bunch of the same type of, like, we all make completely different music. You know what I'm saying? From Herbo to me, totally different. We both rapping, but it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? From 21 Savage to Uzi, it's totally different. Like, I mean, they all got a Lil Dicky. He got a whole totally different approach. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like it's dope to be a part of that, you know what I mean, and be able to stand on my own, and people can identify me out of that group like, oh, nah, that's the one that rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one with the, you know what I'm saying? That's talking that talk for real, you know what I mean? So I ain't mad at it at all, you know what I mean? I know I can't do what they do, and I know they can't, you know what I mean? Most of them can't do what I do. So I just feel like it was a good pick and a good mixture of just different artists. And there's different lanes. I mean, there's so many different lanes on that cover. That's what made it fire to me. You know what I mean? Like, I had to literally get in tune with a few of them that I wasn't familiar with. I mean, I already knew Uzi. Me and Herbo was already tight. But, like, Denzel Curry is tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of dudes on that cover that I wasn't that familiar with designer music like that. Designer's dope. So, it's just, it was so many different lanes. Like I said, that's what made it dope to me. I'm just glad that my type of music stood out crazy. You get what I'm saying? Just based on that generational gap you talking about, people ain't really, I mean, they call my shit old. That sound outdated, or you sound like the 90s. So cool. I got my own lane then. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. I guess I got my own lane.
Dave East is here. What's on Dave East's bucket list?
Bucket list, album platinum. I want to go platinum. That's heavy on my list. Want to go platinum. I want to be in a movie, like a real box office.
Smidash.
You know what I'm saying? Take my mom's red carpet, of one of them red carpet joints when it premiere and all that. And just make sure my real what's on my bucket list is showing my daughter the world, like everything I ain't see. You know what I mean? At a way earlier age. Like, I'm 28 now. And I'm finally getting to travel, you know what I'm saying, and really get to see other stuff. I want her to, that passport to be stamped up, you know what I mean, by 5, 6 years old. She done been to Belgium and China, you know what I'm saying, where she
get to Cape Town. You
get what I'm saying? Where her whole aura is just, you know what I mean, the more you know, the more you see, it just changes you as a person, you know what I mean? That's really on my bucket list, man. I got my own clothing line, my zine. That's moving. I got that in a bunch of stores in New York right now.
What's something that would surprise the people about Dave East?
That would surprise people?
Yeah.
What would surprise people? I promote it, but I still don't think a lot of people know I'm Muslim.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have to see.
Huh.
I think a lot of people.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. But yeah, I took my shot with Wayno. He took me a while back. But I feel like a lot of people don't know that. I mean, just based on the rapper lifestyle or what I may promote on Instagram. I feel like there's a lot of confusion with it. You get what I mean? I know I'm not a perfect Muslim. I mean, I don't know a perfect Muslim. But I feel like Allah knows my intent and what I'm trying to do, I mean, and what I mean by it. So I really try. That's why I try not to feed too much into the gram and the social media and all that, because they don't, you know. A lot of people, as soon as they see it,
you respond back, or you just stopped altogether? Like,
yeah, it's over for that.
Oh, okay.
I told you, ball alert, shade room on my ass. Like, I can't post. No, I can't respond to nobody.
And it's real easy now for them to like pick it out the way.
Quick, yo. Like,
yeah, like
you know what's
they
crazy?
They hired a snitch over at Instagram.
Man, they got somebody on me, like on Dave East alert. Like, my notifications must pop up when I post something. But I can remember posting wild shit, talking about people, all kind of shit years ago. I mean, that shit ain't never make it.
Oh, yeah, it might. Y'all chill, because they going to listen to this interview. They going to run that shit back. Yeah.
Go search his tweets from 2010. Like,
yeah.
It's just crazy now.
They gonna go find Wayno shits, too. He say some crazy shit.
Wayno got some shit on Twitter, for sure.
Go find the one who was coming at me. That's how I started following Wayno. He remembers.
That's crazy.
What would be like? What would be the illest thing like? That kind of that Nas told you that you would have never expected.
That I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that threw me off. Like, I was kind of like, man, like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you got it. Like, I'm glad it was you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I was. He as happy as I be. that it's him. I'm like, it'd be bugging me out. I'm like, this nigga's a god of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a proud feeling for him.
He be the same way. Like he be like, man, I'm glad I was the one to introduce the world. You know what I mean? Like being behind what I'm doing and saluting it the way he do. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have never imagined that. You know what I mean? In a million years, even before, like even with me and Jungle having a relationship we had, because I've been through Jungle. Just from being in the hood.
You knew him before you knew Nas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. Jung knew me for a minute.
Huh.
But I never imagined that drum, like in a million years, that I could be having a show. I just sold out my last show in New York, and he come out. You know what I'm saying? I could bring him out. I mean, there's so many kids.
You brought him and Cam out, right?
Bro, I had him and Killer on the same stage.
That's legendary.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can remember them having a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, just to do that for Harlem and just for New York and just for hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Just to show that somebody in 2016 can bring that together. You get what I mean? And like I was saying earlier, it was a lot of kids in that crowd that just know Dave East. They might have heard of Cameron or heard of Nas, but a lot of that be older to them. So for me to do that, like you never expected in a million years to come to a Dave East show that you might have paid $20 for that ticket and Nas come out. You know what I mean? Cam come out, do I really mean it? Nas come out, do a classic.
Legendary.
You know what I mean? And then we do they do the records that we got together, like, I mean, then Fab pop out. Like, so I just feel like it's coming full circle, and I'm just glad the OGs in New York and in the game, just everywhere, they embracing me.
Real shit.
Word.
Dave East, Kyrie Chanel, it's on iTunes. Hate Me Now, go get it. It's on that Piff, and it's on that iTunes.
Yeah, it is.
I was talking that talk on there, too.
Was you?
A lot of darts.
That's classic, man.
Yeah, man.
Go get that Hate Me Now if you ain't got that. Then get that Kyrie Chanel.
Shout out to my nigga Wayne O. Lake Sheezy. What's up? 88 Shade 45. Let's get it.